not especially flowery. And okay composed, but just the way my heart feels today. Oh, it's been a very busy couple of weeks. Perhaps we should talk about frustration. Frustration is an interesting emotion, if you want to call it that. It creeps up on you. You think you're doing good, and you're stroking right along, and life feels okay, and life feels pretty good. And then something kind of slows you down. Well, in this case, it was my heart. I have my father's loving and generous heart. My mother's loving and generous heart too, but my father's physical limitation with the heart. Now, I didn't know this. I didn't know this. I'm a stubborn cowgirl. I think if it's hard, push through it. Push through it. And so that's what I've been doing for years and years and years. Well, it seems my heart is pushing back. We are doing tests. We have done probably 3 or 4 blood tests I'm waiting on. There was an echocardiogram that I'm waiting on. That's a couple of days away. But I wanted to talk to you for a few minutes and just tell you if you're frustrated. Maybe slow down just a little bit. But do keep going. I had to come through some strange medication. It gave me pretty unfavorable results as far as how I felt, but it was doing the job. It was taking the edema away from my heart, which was a big deal. There was so much, it spread all my bones. All the way down to my fingers, my toes, everything was swollen, and I couldn't hardly move or breathe. Oh my gosh, it was so frustrating. I thought for sure, this might be it. This might be it. But it's not it. It's just another turn of the page. It's just another thing to add to other things. And I'm thinking everything will be manageable, which is good. And whatever happens, I'm not going to stop being who I am or doing what I do, which is music somewhat. I love music, but it's also living. Even the last few days when I had to lay down and kind of stay there off and on, which was not fun. It's kind of boring. But I watched a few good movies and relaxed. Waited for medicine to work. And it's starting to, which is good. And some of the side effects are starting to wear down a little bit. I found a doctor I feel I can trust. Joshua Hardman is a good man. And I needed a good man with a good heart and a strong mind. And I pretty much told him, I'm kind of at the end of all my options for what I can figure out. I need your brain now. I need your education. Fill in the spaces that I can't seem to. So that's where we are. I go to the university on February 3rd. We're going to start talking about CTE. We're going to start talking about what happens to my brain. I don't know where that's all going to go. There's so much unknown in life, especially after you think you got it all figured out. Right there, boom. The unknown comes. And you got to figure it out all over again. Maybe that's how we prefer it. I don't know. Maybe next time I'll come back and it'll be a more smoother sail. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's still some things I gotta do. Feels like it. I don't feel like I'm done yet. So I'm just gonna go with the flow. I'm going to tighten down the lines when the wind rises and try to prepare best I can. The storms, the storms of life. Batten down the hatches. Give it your best. Don't give up. I ain't gonna give up. And if I ain't gonna give up, then you can't give up either. And if you're down, if you're sad, if things are hard for you, and I can feel how that is sometimes. Sometimes it's hard for me too. And I stay away from y'all a little bit longer because of that, and I don't mean to. I want some answers. I want to come through it and bring you a small victory so that you can see the victory is possible. I remember my kids asking me, when does it get easier? And I remember saying, it doesn't get easier. You get better. And that's really all there is. You just get better at dealing with it and adapting, improvising, overcoming. Yeah, I hear you guys out there. I feel pretty good today. That's why I'm talking to you. A couple days ago, I didn't feel this good. Actually felt pretty bad. But things have changed. It seems to be slowly turning around, and I will live within its parameters a good life. Can't help but get old. I mean, come on. I'm older than most trucks ever made it. I suppose if you put me in a controlled environment, maintained me perfectly. I don't do that. I make mistakes. I go out in the world. I participate in life. And I don't always make the best choices. I have kind of a history of that kind of thinking. But on the other hand, I always felt like I was resilient and I could bounce back. I'm not bouncing so much anymore. I'm kind of rolling a little bit. And that will have to do. My hands this time swelled up. And they swelled up so much, I couldn't even play my guitar. And then when everything unswelled, all those bones had been moved. And now they're trying to move back. And so my hands are still sore, my arms, my shoulders, everything. It just pushed me all out. Never had that happen before. It's like being blown up like a balloon. But it's coming down now. And I feel better today than I did yesterday and such. So I just want to encourage you to give frustration a moment's pause. Regroup, rethink, try from a different direction. I brought in help because I was getting frustrated with my health and not knowing what was going to happen next, and so many supplements and so many ideas, and oh my gosh, I lost track. I forgot. I couldn't even tell you about half of the supplements that I started taking. I'd rather do something pretty basic, pretty simple, and learn to adapt accordingly. But if your life is complicated, I hope you have support. I hope you have someone who can say, I love you. And if you don't, I love you. Doggone it. If you don't, I'm here. And feeling stronger today, I can feel stronger for you. I love you. And I'm thinking about you, and I'm out here trying to heal. It's not as easy as I thought. But, and as music comes, I will play. Today was more or less the first time that I've sat down to the keys and actually tried to do something with meaning. So I hope you liked it, and I hope you have a good, weekend and such. and I will talk to you again soon. Remember, 5 minutes. Find it. It's out there. I swear to you it is. 5 minutes of joy. And break that doggone depression. Find somebody who will listen to you. They're out there. And I love you very much. And thank you for all the sweetness that y'all have sent to me. It means everything. It just does. To have others who believe in the journey. Like I believe in yours. Anyway, here we go. Take care.